All right. So let's play some ranked battles. I have not played anything at all this season. I guess it's been a couple seasons. Um, um, so I'm all the way down at rank 1, which is probably not great. But um, I really like my team. I played a lot with it on Showdown, and it's very fun. I like it a lot. What do I want? I want Gym Leader because it's the best. So I've played a lot with it on Showdown, but obviously the meta on Showdown is a little different than um, on console, obviously. So this is a weird team, and obviously, like I haven't played anything in Series 6 pretty much at all. So we're up against Damien with a weird team. It's got Barraskewda without a rain setter, which I guess it doesn't really need. It doesn't really need a rain setter, but it's a very fast team, so I feel like Dusclops is like an automatic bring here. I think I'm going to lead Dusclops and Mungus, bring Dragalge in the back because it's so good. And then probably a Scavalier. Scavalier is really good here. Especially Assault Vest, a Scavalier. Yeah, he has really nothing to handle Scavalier, so we'll just go with that. Cool. It's a little bit of an unorthodox team. It's got a lot of Pokemon that don't look like they make sense together. But I personally really like it. I think Dragalge and Araquanid are some of the most like slept on Pokemon right now. Just because Dragalge is really good in Trick Room. It's not like the slowest. I think it's base like 40 speed, so it's undersped by some pretty common things. But there's still a lot that's faster than it. But there's almost also nothing that hits as hard as it does. Between it being one of the few like good special attacking poison types, so it actually gets use out of max poison, the special attack boost from it. So I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, this first time that I've played with this team like on console. I only play on Showdown with it typically. So we'll see how it goes. Alchemy Butterfree. So ideally, Butterfree's not safety goggles. So leftovers, Focus Sash. Perfect. Because that means that I can just Trick Room and Rage Powder for free. Let's see, that way Dusclops won't get slept by Butterfree. I don't really know what Decorate wants to do, or what Alchemy wants to do. I am Cobra Berry, so that's fine. We'll take like nothing from that because we're full speed F. Yeah. Alright. Use Mystical Fire. Okay, we'll also take that too. The main goal of Amoonguss is literally just to get to help Dusclops get Trick Room up, so that's fine. Because we have Dragalge in the back. So I really want to break Butterfree's Focus Sash here, so let's go for a Nightshade on that. And then I'm pretty sure Alchemy gets Sweet Veil. I don't think it'll tell me though. So I don't think I can put it to sleep. So I guess I'll just get a little bit of chip on it as well and go for Clear Smog. At this point, I'm kind of hoping Amoonguss dies. Just breaking Butterfree's Focus Sash. Cool. Hopefully it's not Weakness Policy. That'd actually be pretty bad. Okay, it's not. Cool. So hopefully Amoonguss just dies here. Okay. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And Sleep Powder on Dusclops. So we waste a turn of Trick Room of our own Trick Room, so that's not great. I should have just Rage Powdered there. Alright, so it's... Oh, I already knew it was leftovers. I have Frisk. Never mind. So I guess I'll just burn a turn of Trick Room. And... you know, I'll go for a Spore on the Butterfree. If I hurt myself in Confusion, that's actually fine. So it means Dusclops is going to take some damage here, but neither of these Pokemon are super threatening. Goes for Decorate. That's really bad. I mean, it's not at that much health, so who do I go here? Goes for Pollen Puff. That's going to do absolutely nothing. That did way more than I thought. Okay, you crit me. There it is. Okay, so who's better here? I would think Escavalier, because we have Overcoat. Yeah, definitely Escavalier. And then I think I'm just going to go for a max Steel Spike. I think I'm going to max. Go for a Nightshade on the Alchemy. And then I'm going to max and go for max Steel Spike on the Butterfree, not the Alchemy. Actually, no, what do I have to fear? If I'm Dynamax, what do I really have to fear from the Butterfree? Because I have Overcoat? So yeah, I think I'm going to take out the Alchemy just so I don't get Mystical Fired. He could easily Dynamax Butterfree here, and that'd be kind of bad. But not like world-ending bad. I think that'd be fine. We are very low ranked, so like I'm trying not to like overthink my opponent. Because like I've been playing VGC for years. Not like super high level VGC or anything, but that should easily die. Yeah. Gives us a nice +1 defense. But yeah, and that's the thing about being literally in not even Pokeball tier. We're literally rank in the very beginning, rank 1. Oh, I woke up. Cool. So one more of those should kill. LOL, Overcoat. Get out of here. See, that's why I wasn't super afraid of Butterfree. Alright, what else you got? So that was their lead, which is really bad that they managed to waste this much of my Trick Room. I think I got 1 turn left. So that's not great. Because they have Barraskewda now. Oh, that big dies. So let's go for a Nightshade. But let me just check. I do have 1 more turn of Trick Room, right? Yes. Okay. So, yeah, let's go for a Nightshade. That'll kill the Butterfree. And then I'm going to go for a Max Flutterby. Because that is stronger. Yeah, stronger. And if the Butterfree lives, it'll lower its special attack by 1. Battle's canceled. Okay. Yeah, let's think about, like, HO teams that, like, you don't really have a way to cancel Trick Room. And, like, they didn't even try to cancel Trick Room turn 1. And they weren't actually in a terrible spot. Like, if they had Dynamax Barraskewda there, they probably would have lived. Not well. Like, it would have done a lot of damage. But then they'd be out of Trick Room. And, you know, if they had gone for, like, a Max Geyser, Escavalier would have taken a good chunk from it. You know, Barraskewda is really strong. Alright. So we're up against this person that it looks like Chinese writing, but I don't know. Okay, so Terrakion without beat up stuff. I mean, if it's Dark type Urshifu, it technically gets beat up, but like, why would you run that on Urshifu? Honestly, the thing that I'm most afraid of here is kind of the Surfetched. Not gonna lie. So, I think I'll lead the same with Dusclops, Amoonguss. And then... Because that helps me beat Dracozolt as well, because Rage Powder will go first, and plus Amoonguss resists Bolt Beak anyway, so that helps me with Dracozolt. I think I want Marowak in the back. No, Marowak loses against Urshifu. Dragalge is really good in this matchup, I think. The only thing it really like loses to is Dracozolt and Darmanitan out of Trick Room, but it can OHKO those in Trick Room. And then kind of a Rockwanid. Like, I'm leaving myself really open to Dracozolt, I think. But, like, I don't think he has a way to stop Trick Room. So I'm going to do that. I really like this Araquanid set too, because it's special Araquanid with Hydro Pump, Scald, and Giga Drain, and Protect. And that's the Giga Drain is for Gastrodon. Okay, so it is the Dark type Urshifu. He could go for coaching, I guess. So it is Choice Scarf. Okay, so I'm assuming Choice Scarf Urshifu and Assault Vest Duck guy. So let's go for Trick Room, same as usual. And then Rage Powder. I'm honestly really hoping that Amoonguss dies here. I don't think a Scarf Urshifu's Wicked Blow will kill me. It goes for close con... Oh. So he's Scarf Duck. So he's Scarf Duck and Assault Vest Urshifu. Okay. Okay, that kills me. That's actually best case scenario. So we get the Trick Room up. That's fine. So now what? Who's better here? Probably... So the fact that he went for close combat tells me that's probably Scrappy on Surfetched. So he's either way, he's locked into close combat, which is not good for him. He doesn't want to be in this spot. So I think I'm going to go for Nightshade and then Max Dragon into Urshifu as well. Because those should take it out. Plus, I'm really kind of banking here with this move though on Surfetch not being Defiant. That'd be really bad. Because then it'd actually get a +1 off of this. So that doesn't do too much. But then this is so incredibly strong that you're still going to die even through your Assault Vest. Yeah, you're definitely not living that. Okay, so it is not Defiant. Perfect. Goes for close combat again, so it is Scrappy. That's nice. Still does literally no damage after that -1. So yeah, this Surfetched is literally not a threat at all. I'm just going to ignore it. Dragalge is so good. So they go out to Darmanitan. I'm actually going to use this to give myself a +1 special attack with Max Ooze. Nightshade into Max Ooze will definitely kill this unless he Dynamaxes, which he does not. Darmanitan's not a great Dynamax target anyway because it loses its buff from Gorilla Tactics. This Max Ooze is easily going to kill. Yeah. And that's definitely going to be the game. I don't see how he comes back from that. Like, with the Duck being now permanently locked into close combat, like, it's just not doing any damage. Like, that is a 5-hit KO on Dusclops. Plus, he's now at -3 in both defenses, so he could get, like, sneezed on. Well, I mean, to be fair, these days, anyone could get sneezed on and die. But, ooh, best case scenario. So, definitely going to just max worm in this, and, like, I'm at +1. Like, this is +1 adaptability boosted. And he doesn't even Dynamax, so, like, I don't know what he's going for here. Because, like, of the Pokemon on this team, Dracozold's probably supposed to be the Dynamax target. It definitely benefits the most from Dynamax. I mean, either that or Urshifu, I guess. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm in tier 1, so you know, I'm not expecting incredibly stiff competition. It's been a very long time since I've played, you know. Did I not have to leave Trick Room? I never left Trick Room after turn 1. All right. Let's go for a Sludge Bomb. Scarf Surfetch though. I don't know if that's like good or if it's kind of jank. My impression is that it's kind of jank because what is Surfetch's speed? I don't actually know. Alright, so let's go to Cerebi. Surfetched. It's not good. It's 65, so I guess it's better than I thought it was, I guess. It's not terrible. But it's also not good. You know, 65 is not something that I would put a scarf on. Unless I'm really trying for some, like, jank strategies. Cool. Almost we went up a whole tier because of that. So you know what's nice about, like, being good at low levels is that it makes it a lot easier because, like, the more you win in a row, the more points you get, at least from what I understand of how the point system works. Oh, this person's got a Wobbuffet? What is this? Alright. So Wobbuffet, Togedemaru, Lopunny, Lilligant. Is this an in-game team? What is this? Inteleon, and then Galarian Slowbro. So the thing that I'm most afraid of here is honestly probably the Lilligant. So what do I like here? What do I like here? I actually really like Marowak in this one. The only thing that it's not great against is Inteleon. Everything else, it's got super effective. It's got super effective coverage for everything but Inteleon and Lopunny. And then what do I have for Inteleon? Probably a Scavalier. Probably a Scavalier. Yeah. Like, the only thing that I'm slightly afraid of is if they're running no item Galarian Slowbro. But I think that's too high level of attack to be finding in Tier 2. Because I'm running Poltergeist on Marowak. So, like, that's the only thing that makes me nervous is because, you know, if the target doesn't have an item, you know, Poltergeist doesn't work. So... ideally, we can... okay, Lopunny Lilligant. I really don't know what you're going for. I mean, both of these Pokemon are really fast, though, so it's Choice Scarf and Life Orb. So, it is... I wish... see... I wish I could tell which of those names were which. So I think Lopunny had the Life Orb, which makes more sense to me. So I'm going to go for a Trick Room. And then just Rage Powder. I know it's not. I know that it's not going to work on the Lilligant. I know that. But I don't think the Lilligant can't do anything to... I mean, it could Sleep Powder, I guess. In that case, that'd be pretty bad. I think I might just go for Clear Smog on the Lilligant then. Goes for Flatter. Oh. I absolutely should have Rage Powdered then, because it's got Own Tempo. Goes for Quiver Dance. That's absolutely fine. You can do that all day. I mean, it's +3 special attack now, which is a little nerve-wracking. But I forgot that I went for Clear Smog. LOL. That's so funny. I had no idea that was going to happen. But, like... I mean, I totally meant for that to happen. That's definitely what I thought was going to happen. That was absolutely a read on my part. 100%. Anywho. Let's just put the Lopunny to sleep. This game's kind of over at this point, I think. That's a decent strategy. I mean, it's sort of it's basically the same as like the like Swagger. Oh, you. It's basically Swagger, Munsdale stuff, or Swagger Tapu Fini stuff from Gen 7. Alright, so we Spore you. I think we'll be slower than Wobbuffet. I don't actually know Wobbuffet's speed off the top of my head. I know it's obviously really bad. I'm going to Pain Split the Wobbuffet, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch. Because I can do that with Dusclops because it's Ghost type. So then we'll go for, I think I'll just Spore the Wobbuffet as well. If it's slower and goes for Safeguard, that would make sense. But I don't think they will. Just because Wobbuffet is so passive. Yeah. So I don't have Swords Dance on this Marowak. I have Bone Meringue instead. So I think that I'll probably just go for Max Flare at this point on the Lopunny. And then just go for Pollen Puff, I guess, on the Wobbuffet. I mean, Wobbuffet's guaranteed sleep this turn, which is why I'm targeting the Lopunny. Look at my guy. Do I have Dynamax Candy? Okay, I do. Thank you. Goes for Pollen Puff. And it's going to do like 4 damage. That actually did more than I thought it would. Max Flare. I should Oko. Yeah. Wobbuffet's asleep. And now it's sunny. So, yeah, I honestly, sometimes I do feel bad. Like, I feel a little bad for some opponents in lower tiers, because it's like, I don't know if they're new. I don't know if, like, this is something that they're just trying to get into, and then I just kind of come in and ruin their day. I'm positive that Poltergeist or Max Phantasm is going to kill this Inteleon, but I'll double it, I guess, instead, or just in case. See, why does nobody in lower tiers Dynamax? Just in case you had a Focus Sash as well. But yeah, nobody in lower tiers Dynamaxes. Or apparently even has Protect. So. Alright, so Trick Room's gone. So, I know... Ooh, I just bumped my table. So I know Lilligant might go for Sleep Powder on Marowak here. And, like, if it does, that's not the end of the world. But I'm going to Max Guard just in case. I don't really see a way that I lose this game. Like, if I were them, I would probably Dynamax. Oh, no, they just quit. Alright. That's fine. We take those. See, I haven't gotten a chance to use Araquanid yet, who's probably my favorite Pokemon on the team. Yeah, like Araquanid's definitely my favorite Pokemon on the team just because everyone who sees it assumes that it's physical. Like, people just assume that Araquanid is physical for some reason, and it's special, you know, like, I guess Quiet Nature Araquanid. Alright, so... What is this? Buffalant, Alchemy, Shuckle, Sandaconda, Toxapex, Lucario. They have Lucario, but they don't have a beat-up Pokemon. So, sure. Unless maybe, like, Toxapex gets it, but I don't think it does. They have Buffalant without a... Does Buffalant even get Anger Point? I think it does. But I know typically the thing with Bouffalant is Sap Sipper things, but they don't have a Pokemon with like a decent grass type move to hit it with. So I really don't know what this person's going for. But we'll go. I know what I'm going for. I'm going for Trick Room. Actually, his team is pretty slow, but I kind of doubt that their team underspeeds mine just because I have like negative speed natures and almost 0 IVs on everything. I have 0 IVs on most of my Pokemon, not all of them. Dragalge's really good here. And then I think Marowak has a good matchup against everything except the Sandaconda. So actually, you know what? I'm not going to go for Dragalge. I'm going to go for Marowak and Araquanid. Because Marowak has a good matchup against everything except the Sandaconda and the, I guess the Toxapex. Oh, I didn't realize it was that low on time. I had my 4 picked, so I really hope that the 4 that I went with are the ones that come. I guess we'll see if I lead Dusclops. Dusclops. And of course, they lead these two. Okay, so I'm just rocking with the 4 Pokemon that I timed out with. This is going to be interesting. So, Rocky Helmet, Black Sludge. All right. Yeah. Okay. I don't think going for Trick Room actually helps me here. I think I'm just going to Nightshade Shuckle. And I think I'm just going to go for Max Geyser, I think, on the Shuckle. Because like I'm not that concerned with the Toxapex. Well, if I go for Sludge Bomb, is that resisted by both? Yeah. I always forget Rock's type sometimes. So I guess I'll go for... You know what? No, I'm going to go for Max Wormwind, I think, on Shuckle. Yeah, so I really didn't think going for Trick Room helped me that much here. But we'll see. Because Shuckle's base speed is just so low. Like, it's easily lower than anything on my team. But whether they actually have it like a speed down nature with 0 IVs, I kind of doubt. So who's the fastest? Goes for Toxic Spikes. I mean, I have Amoonguss in the back, so like I don't really care. And that just one-shot Shuckle anyway. So... Oh, I crit him. I think that mattered just because it is a Shuckle. Like, in these low tiers, I kind of doubt sometimes that even people have, like, their Pokemon IV trained, or EV trained. But we did see that Toxapex is faster than us. So, I think they might have wound up in doubles by mistake, actually, if they're going for hazards. So who'd they go into? Sandaconda. Alright. I think I might Will-O-Wisp and Max Guard. Just to see what they're going to do. Alright, so the first time an opponent Dynamaxes. That's interesting. Imagine they Dynamax Toxapex. No, okay, so it's a G-Max Sandaconda. That's fine. But we Max Guard. I actually really love Sandaconda's design. It is probably my... I don't think it's my favorite Pokemon from this gen, but it's definitely up there. So we Max Guard as they go for G-Max Sandblast. We land the Will-O-Wisp, which is really good. And then because we know that Toxapex is faster than us, because it set up the Toxic Spikes first, I'm actually going to Trick Room here. And then I think I'm just going to go for Max Wormwind on the Sandaconda. With it being burned, I really do not think that it's going to take me out. As I switch out Toxapex. Alright. Into Lucario. Okay. So you go for G-Max Sandblast. That's fine. This is going to do a good chunk. So we are now trapped here, right? That does a really big chunk. And lowers Lucario's attack, which is nice. Well, that gets up the Sandstorm, which doesn't really matter. It's just a little extra chip damage on my side. Which is annoying, I guess, with the Sandblast plus Sandstorm. That's going to be kind of annoying. Hello, Keisha Eccles. Sorry if you put that in a little while ago. I didn't see it. But how are you this fine evening? Are you leftovers on your Sandaconda? You are leftovers. Also, kind of a weird Pokemon to have leftovers on, but sure. Alright, so my Dynamax is gone. I think I'm just going to Nightshade the Sandaconda. That should be enough to take it out. And then Hydro Pump Lucario, I think. Or let's actually do that math. So I'm Adaptability. So base 85. Yeah, Hydro Pump is still better. So Hydro Pump Lucario. Battle? Only if you're talking about VGC. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm down for that. Let's let me finish up this battle here. Life Dew. That's a really jank strat, and I don't know. I didn't even know Lucario got that. And they still have Toxapex in the back, which I'm really just not concerned about at all. So let's see. So I guess I'll go for. I guess I'll double team the Lucario. If we battle, though, I'll have to do some things to hide my decisions. Because I don't think. Yeah, I can't change. I can't like add a delay, without stopping streaming. Okay, so this should be pretty clean at this point. We can just go for a nice Dragon Pulse. Yeah, like I'm just really not sure what this person was going for with their team. Like, they had Shuckle Toxapex as their lead, so like I don't know where their damage was coming from. Granted, most of the time I do lead Dusclops Amoonguss, so like there's no damage from that either, but Shuckle Toxapex is just a really, really bad lead. Also, I might lag out. That's fine. So I do not want to check that person's team. I mean, I probably could have just out of curiosity, but so I will not continue battling. Oh, I don't want to switch my battle team. I want to quit. Okay. Let's go for a link battle. All right, so solo code. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9990. Cool. I don't even know what day it is in my game, so like I really doubt that it's actually supposed to be sunny today. We are doing doubles, right? I just want to, because it's taking a little while. So what do you mean by solo? Do do you mean singles? Because I don't want to play singles. I want to play VGC doubles. So like by solo, do you mean singles? Oh no, yeah, I don't really want to do singles like that. That's why I'm trying to get ready to play VGC, doubles. So like if you want to play doubles, that's I'm definitely down. But I don't really have a singles team ready. Okay. So do you want to just use the most recent code that you sent there? Nope, that's not what I want. Ycom, why are you really bad at this? I don't want. I don't want just a random battle. Yes, cancel request. Link code. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. Cool. See, I really wanted to participate in the Players Cup too. Um, but then they announced that it's going to be the VGC, or I guess the online rules, like the series series 5 instead of series 6, pre-bans, and I did not like that. I didn't like that at all. Um, okay. So let's see. So you know what? Let's do this. Oh, then I can't see. Oh no. Okay. Well, I guess you're going to be able to see my leads anyway, because I don't have this open on another software. um, okay, so let's add something to put over my moves. Oh, I know. Oh, let's do this. Big face. That should be okay right there. Alright, so weakness policy and assault vest. I know you can still see what I'm doing. No! Good luck. Oh, you too. Good luck. You know what? It doesn't actually matter. This is just for fun. Let's go. Trick room. And that's absolutely fine. I figured I was dying this turn anyway. Double Iron Bash. I'm probably going to get flinched here, which is going to be really bad. Yep, there it is. Let's do this then. Okay, that's best case scenario. Go for max Flutterby, which probably won't kill the Blastoise, but it will at least lower its special attack. And now we're in Trick Room, and we know for a fact now that the Duscloud, or the Double Iron Basher, Melmetal, that it outspeeds both my Pokemon. So it will be slower in Trick Room, which is excellent. So let's go for this. And now we're very bulky. We're having a good time. Please land. Thank you. And that's going to do 0 damage now, because we're +1 defense and he's burned. I only have 1 turn left to Dynamax, though, which is less than ideal. Goes out to you. Ooh. All right, so I actually quite like the spot that we're in. So it might be Focus Sash. Nope. Cool. And then we get some health back. Thank for the free Dynamax. I mean, that sucks. That's pretty unfortunate. But I mean, Escaveler's still really healthy. It's +1 defense, which is nice. And I'm trying to think what else you have. Mewtwo. So Dynamax is done, but Trick Room is not. So I've got, what, 1 turn of Trick Room, I think? 2 turns of Trick Room, even better. I guess I'll just do this. So he's going to Dynamax, I'm assuming the Mewtwo? Oh yeah, it's in a Master Ball, it has to be Mewtwo. Melmetal can't be in, I think it only has to be in, well I guess it could be in Pokeball, Great Ball, or Premier, no, just Pokeball, Great Ball, or Ultra Ball, I guess. Alright. As for Nightshade, Megahorn will be land, which is really nice. Pops a weakness policy, but, you know, we still have 1 turn left of Trick Room, so there's not a ton. You know, he could Max Guard next turn, I guess. And it goes for Phantasm, so I'm assuming that's on the Dusclops. So yeah, Dusclops is gone. Lowers my defense, so I'm back to neutral. That's okay, though. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go with Rockwanid. Since we're in the rain, Rockwanid's basically unstoppable. We'll just go for a knockoff on the Melmetal. Goes for Max Guard, that's fine. See, that's the nice thing about doubles, is that goes for Thunder Punch. That's okay, you're burned. Yeah, see, that's the nice thing about doubles, is that you can't take out both of us this turn with Mewtwo. And then, just to be safe, I'm going to double into Mewtwo. Burn takes out Melmetal this turn anyway. Goes for Max Phantasm. That probably kills me. Oh no, we're living. So that's why Dynamax is much less broken in doubles than it is singles. So we're actually in a really good spot here. Can we do singles after, please? I really don't have a singles team, you know, and like I'm the purpose of like me playing VGC stuff is for me to get better at doubles. Ooh, that's actually really cool that you have like a Mark Shiny Lucario. That's actually super impressive. Let's just go for Razor Shell. Oh, can we have a rematch? It's for close combat. Sure, we'll do a best of 3. This is my singles team. Oh, okay. No more rain. Then who do I have? Who do I even have left? I mean, so this game is definitely not over. Like my team is kind of weak to ground. Can Razor Shell miss? Technically, yeah. I guess let's go for Iron Head then. Goes for Earthquake. Probably kills a Scavalier. Yeah. Cool. Rocky Helmet. Interesting. That's an interesting choice. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, grab your doubles team. Is that an option? To just switch play different roles? I think we have to quit, right? I don't really have another team, to be honest. I mean, I'll look in my PC, but I really don't have much of another team at the moment. At least not one that I want to use. Like I've got some decent Pokemon. This was my team for Series 5 when Rillaboom and Magnezone were still allowed. Like I've got some trained singles Pokemon, but it's not really like a team. See, oh, there's my Scavalier. Yeah, it's I know I can use them, but it's like I want to get better using like the team that I'm going to be using in VGC, you know? But I guess, you know what? Screw it. All these Pokemon are going to be back in Series 7 anyway, so why not? I mean, the meta's going to be so different in Series 7. Because Landorus is going to be back. Alright, so we'll get one game with these guys. And then, want to just use same code? Alright, so we'll use that same code just for simplicity's sake. I was really proud of this team for Series 5, but unfortunately it did not last. See, I'm definitely much more of like a hard Trick Room player, so like I don't like the current meta all that much because like Talonflame's everywhere, and Talonflame is very good at stopping Trick Room. It's got very fast taunt. It's got super fast, priority Tailwind. I don't care. Please stop talking to me. I wanted this item. I'm very excited for Crown Tundra though. Alright, so let's go with Team 2. Oh, half my Pokemon don't have items. I stole some of their items to use for this team. So I'm going to have to back out for a sec to throw some items on them really quick. So, give me like 2 seconds. Alright, so you go here. And you go here. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, can you change items during that? I mean, I didn't have them in my bag. They were like on other Pokemon. If you go to where you pick Pokemon, press X. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That's my bad. Yeah, I'm very excited for Crown Tundra, just because like they keep adding things that make getting competitive Pokemon easier, like the hidden ability capsule or whatever it's called, the ability patch. I think that makes everything super easy. Like this is like easily the best gen for just like ease of use for competitive stuff. All right. Celebi's an interesting choice for doubles. I see, and that's the thing about like mythical Pokemon is like they're never allowed in VGC, so I don't really know what they do. Like I know what they do in singles. I played singles for like quite a while. I just haven't lately. Uh, but yeah, with mythical Pokemon, I just don't really know what they do in doubles. Gothitelle, Mamoswine. Okay. So we'll see. What ability is Mamoswine? So Mamoswine's thick fat because it got intimidated. It's actually pretty nice for me. Let's do this. What do I want to do? What do I want to do here? Goes for Psychic. That's fine. We'll live that. We take one. Okay, so it's Life Orb, Gothitelle. Mamoswine flinches. I go for Lash Out. Not going to kill, but it'll do a good chunk. Ooh, that is a bulky. That is a bulky pig thing. Oh, it's oh, okay. That makes sense. So I guess let's just do this then. Yeah, I should have done it with Shadow Tag because it didn't pop competitive on Intimidate. That makes sense. Goes for another Psychic. Takes out Hitmontop. That's fine. Single target Earthquake. That sucks. I mean, it's not going to kill me, but... Alright, Gothitelle dies, so I can switch freely again. See, I know that there is a way to change which stadium you go to as well, but I don't know how to do it. At least I've heard there's a way. Maybe there's not. Gothitelle is based on speed. Why? Like, Gothitelle is like a well-known, like, good Trick Room Pokemon. So, like, I mean, it's unexpected, that's for sure. Attack and defense. I'm guessing is that for Mamoswine? Attack and defense? Oh, okay. So special attack and defense. So you said Gothitelle is based on speed, and then attack and defense. So I'm a little confused. Hobie goes for Grass Knot. You can't use Grass Knot against Dynamax Pokemon. I do not think that crit mattered because I'm +2. It might have if you're like max for physical defense. Because Celebi is pretty bulky, but I don't know how much that mattered. So moves based on weight do not affect Dynamax Pokemon. So Grass Knot, Low Kick, Heavy Slam, and Heat Crash do not affect Dynamax Pokemon. Alright, going for the Dynamax in a Dusk Ball, so I'm assuming probably the Gengar. Yep, the Gengar. See, it's so disappointing that like normal form shiny Gengar doesn't look any different, but its Mega and Gigantamax forms look so cool. I'm gonna go for Grassy Glide. Gonna do a good chunk. Yeah, I figured it wouldn't kill, but still do a good chunk. That is really unfortunate. I mean, I don't know if it would have killed. It would have done a lot, but I don't think it would have killed. But that still really sucks. So we go for Max Darkness on the Gengar. Takes it out. Cool. Mega Gengar is so cool. Like, Mega Gengar is probably, like, up there with my favorite Megas. Oh, it's Zen mode. Ooh, that's actually really scary now. I'm That's actually really scary. How do you train your Pokemon? So I mostly just spend money. um, like I buy the stuff from. I'll do this. I buy the stuff from the vending machines in the Isle of Armor. Um, Unless you mean like specifically what spreads I use. Generally, it's max with Tyranitar. It's not. I have very little investment in attack because it's weakness policy. Go for max guard in case you go for high jump kick. Goes for superpower. Ooh, that's gonna do a lot. That did a good chunk. Yep. Go for Flare Blitz, make sure we take out the Darmanitan, and that should be game. But yeah, for VGC, I don't know, it's weird with a lot of the sets because for some things it's good to min max, or just max. GG to you too. But it's a lot of what the like particular threats are gonna be in VGC, just because only certain Pokemon are allowed. So it's a lot easier to go for. Oh, I should have Flare Blitz there actually. Goes for high jump kick. That's easily gonna kill me. Wow, Tyranitar is the GOAT. Oh, you're not Libero. That's why. Well, I guess that's nice then that the ability patch is gonna come out in what, like 2 weeks now at this point. Yeah, still closer to 3 weeks, but then you can have that nice shiny Cinderace with Libero. So that's nice. Good games. All right, let's get back on the grind for VGC. I don't know. I personally was not a big fan of like the bans in ranked battles when they first happened. Um, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I feel like they should have been a little smarter about how they banned certain Pokemon, just because like for that is very handy. Thank you for telling me that. You subbed. Thank you. That means a lot. This is very much not my usual type of content. My usual type of content is Pokemon theories and things like that. I don't typically do competitive things. This is just something that I do kind of for fun. I have to go. Peace. See ya. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. So I'm definitely not going to get to Master Ball rank tonight. I would like to, but I feel like I just don't have the stamina that requires. Because at this point, I'm in the first Pokeball tier, and what is it left? I need to win at least like 10 to 15 more battles, at least, to get to Master Ball tier, and I just don't think that's going to happen tonight. Especially when I can't find trainers. Alright, against Alex, who's also rank 4. They have Luxray, Charizard, Urshifu, Zoroark, which is a really interesting Pokemon to have to play against. Noctowl, which is a cool Pokemon to see, which is actually a lot better than people think. And then Colossal. It's a very fast team outside of Colossal. So I think I'm just going to go Amoonguss, Dusclops, like usual. And then a Escavalier is actually pretty bad here. A Rockwanid's excellent, though. A Rockwanid, and then probably Dragalge. Because Marowak loses to both Urshifus. Luxray, Charizard. Alright, Luxray has Intimidate, which makes sense. Doesn't really matter, though. And then, let's see, Luxray is Bright Powder. Bright Powder King's Rock. This one's just trying to hacks the absolute crap out of me. Just going to go for Trick Room. I'm just going to go for Rage Powder, I think. Because what does he have else for Pokemon? Yeah, Amoonguss isn't great here. So, like, bringing it probably wasn't in my best interest. I'm just going to go for Rage Powder. If he goes for Flying type move, I will easily live it. I'll live whatever the Luxray does, like, easily. Goes for Throat Chop. Okay, so Physical Charizard. Sure, I guess. Whatever works. We go for Trick Room. And now, because we know it's Intimidate, I'm actually going to Will-O-Wisp the Luxray, and then go for Spore on the Charizard, I think. Because best case scenario, Amoonguss actually dies here. My guy, are you going to time out? My dude. There we go. Wow, red hue is like really red on me. I'm tired. Go for Spore, which is nice. Charizard takes a nap. Goes for Crunch. We are going to swallow that. That would have still done nothing. I mean, this isn't really like a status-based team. Who do we have in the back? Rockwanid, Dragalge. So Charizard's not that big of a problem. Luxray can be a little bit of a problem, so let's actually take out the Luxray. Well, actually, no. It's burned. I don't actually care. So let's just hit the Charizard. I guess I'll just double attack. It doesn't really matter. I probably should have switched Amoonguss out here, realistically, and went to a Rockwanid. But Charizard burnt one turn of sleep. So it's got a 30% chance to wake up here. Oh, 33. Close enough. It was okay. It was Zoroark. That makes sense. I'm like I didn't think Charizard got. I didn't think Charizard got Throat Chop, but I was like, sure, I guess that that works. Okay, so Zoroark is fast asleep. I'm like, that took a lot of damage for a Charizard. I'm actually going to Nightshade again, and I'm actually going to Pollen Puff that slot as well. Because Luxray is not an issue. Like, paralyzing my Pokemon is annoying, but it's not the end of the world. We break through, we go for that. So Zoroark easily dies here. I'm really curious why their physical Zoroark. Goes for Thunder Wave, paralyzes Amoonguss, which again, annoying, but not like world ending. And I've got, what, 2 turns of Trick Room left, I think? You go Urshifu. It is the Dark type Urshifu. Is it worth to try and just burn this? I have 1 turn of Trick Room left, so yes, it is worth to just try and burn this. Who is slower? I'm almost positive that it's Amoonguss. 27, 31. So, okay, so no, it is actually, it is Dusclops, since they're both paralyzed. So I'm just going to double status the Urshifu in case Dusclops gets fully paralyzed or misses Will-O-Wisp. We don't, so I waste Amoonguss here. I waste Amoonguss' turn, but I think that was worth it, personally. Amoonguss is paralyzed, so that's fine. Goes for Scary Face on a Trick Room team. Goes for Wicked Blow on, I'm assuming, Dusclops. Yep. Which we still live handily. Now I can just safely go for Trick Room again. Go for Trick Room. And Rage Powder. This is a very unusual game. Very rarely does Trick Room expire with both of these two still on the field. Okay, we get the Rage Powder off. Now the question is, do we... we're not going to live this. Well, actually, because it's burned, we might. We do. So, if we break through Paralysis with Dusclops, this is best case scenario. And then I get probably a Rockwanid in under full turns of Trick Room. Perfect. I was really confused. I'm like, are you room service Urshifu? Because that's actually a really interesting tech that I might mess around with now. But no, it's leftover for some reason. Realistically, Dragalga's the better play, but I haven't gotten to use a Rockwanid yet, and a Rockwanid is my favorite, so I'm going for a Rockwanid. So yeah, I guess I'll just Nightshade the Luxray and max Hydro Pump. I really don't think... I mean, that Luxray is doing 0 damage. Yeah, I'm just going to go for Urshifu. I feel like I have very little chance of losing this game at this point. Urshifu goes down 100%. There's no way it lived that. And then I'm going to take a good chunk, I think, from an electric type move. But I'll easily... That goes for Volt Switch, which, like... I mean, to be fair, Luxray's special attack isn't terrible. It's what, like 95? It's 90 or 95, which is not bad at all. Okay, so Charizard comes out, and then Luxray has to come back out because it just Volt Switched out. Goes for Intimidate, but I am Special Araquanid. So like even if this Charizard Dynamax is here, it does not matter. It does not matter at all. Araquanid under Trick Room has one single counter. And that is Gastrodon. Which is why we're special with Giga Drain. Not that Giga Drain does a lot. But it's unexpected because everyone assumes physical. So unless they max guard here, this Charizard is just going to evaporate. Like, the Bright Powder came into effect, so he only did hex me the one time. He hacks me the one time right at the end by making me miss Nightshade, of all things. Goes for Crunch. We're going to big live that. But yeah, like Araquanid's natural, and they DC, lol. Araquanid's natural bulk is only like limited by its pretty low HP, but like when it's Dynamax, it is so incredibly bulky. Plus, like its Water Bubble makes its max moves like ungodly powerful. Because like max Hydro Pump is I think 140 power. Yeah, it's 140. Doubled because of Water Bubble to 280, and then 1.5 for Stab to what is that math? God, I'm a scientist. I should be okay at math off the top of my head. What is it? 280 times 1.5? 280 times 1.5. 280 times 1.5 is 420. Nice. 420 base max moves, which is insane. And when it's in the rain, another, 1.5 times on top of that. And that's, I can do that math off my head. That's 630 base power moves. Super weird team, but I see what they're doing. It's a contrary team. With some Tauros anger point things thrown in. Easily best counter for that is redirection with a Moongus. They have a couple relatively slow Pokemon in Lurantis, and I want to say that the octopus thing was Malamar. I want to say Malamar's pretty slow too, but not super slow. Dragalge's excellent here. Dragalge and Marowak are both really, really good here. In Trick Room. Which I assume we're going to be able to get up. Because I don't see how they stop this. I don't see how they stop this. Corsola Malamar. Okay. Citrus Berry, Eviolite. Okay. So Citrus Berry Malamar. That tells me that it's trying to go for superpower shenanigans and just trying to be super bulky. So I Rage Powder, because I really don't know what Corsola wants to do here. Does Corsola get a way to boost its defense? I don't think so. Psycho Cut, that's fine. There's a good chunk, but not too much. Strength Sap. Sure. That's fine. So we get the Trick Room up. And then I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp the Malamar to keep it from getting out of hand. And I'm going to Spore the Corsola. The Corsola might be slower than me. Corsola's really slow. But Dusclops goes for Will-O-Wisp. We land, which is super nice. Okay, so we are slower. So he's not 0 speed on Corsola, which is fortunate for us. Probably not optimal for him. Goes for Psycho Cut again. It's going to do much less damage. Now we can just start taking chunks out of these Pokemon. Malamar's not a threat anymore. So I'm just going to go for Nightshade. And then if he's probably just going to Psycho Cut into that slot again. I don't want to go Dragalge. So I think I'll probably go Marowak. But if I go Marowak, what do? I think if I go Marowak, I would have to Dynamax immediately, which I don't really want to do. How much time do I have? 20 seconds. Yeah, I think that I'll just go for Pollen Puff, I guess, because it's 4 times effective. Yeah, I think I'll just click the super effective button. That sucks. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate for us. Pollen Puff, that's going to do a lot. Yeah. Corsola's still asleep. Goes for Foul Play. On Dusclops, that's going to do nothing. Yeah. So I switched Dusclops out here. And we've got 2 turns left. Yeah. Yes, we'll switch to probably Dragalge. I don't want Marowak coming in on a Foul Play. Actually, does it matter? No. So I am going to switch to Marowak here. And then just Rage or Pollen Puff this thing again, the Malamar. Because either he protects and I don't get Foul Played, or he dies and I don't get Foul Played. I go for Pollen Puff. It easily dies. Corsola might wake up here. If it doesn't, we get max sleep, which is super nice. And then I definitely am just gonna max Ghost that Corsola immediately. Alright, so he goes Frostlass. So I think I'm actually not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna Phantasm the Frostlass. And I'm actually going to Pollen Puff the Frostlass as well. Just to break a potential Focus Sash. Corsola's not that big of a problem. If it Strength Saps into the Marowak slot, that kind of sucks, but like, it's fine. We lowered defense here with the Max Phantasm on the other slot, so if it does Strength Sap, it'll get its health back, but it'll be like a net neutral because it has a lower defense now. Goes for Ice Shard. That's not going to kill me. There's no way that kills me. Okay. So it must be max attack. And it is Focus Sash. So that's actually really unfortunate. That we didn't get that that Pollen Puff off. Because now I know Corsola has to wake up here. And it's probably just going to go for Strength Sap. Yeah. Like, that sucks, but like I said, not the end of the world. Trick Room goes away. We're going right back out to Dusclops. Because if it is it's physically offensive, it has to be able to kill Amoonguss at that range. Then I'm just going to get the Trick Room up again, and I'm going to Max Phantasm that slot, the other slot. I could Max Guard. I think actually Max Guarding's optimal. But that's okay. We have Dragalge in the back, who, if we get Trick Room up here, which I'm almost positive we will, Dragalge should just be able to clean up. Goes for Poltergeist. Attacks me with a Thick Club. It's going to do a lot, but not a ton, yeah. It's going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. That doesn't matter to me at all. Corsola dies. And I get Trick Room up again. So it might be Tauros in the back as the last mon, but like I really doubt that they would do that without leading it, because I feel like Tauros crit stuff doesn't work if you don't lead it. I feel like it's really bad if you don't lead it. No, it's Talonflame. Alright. Yeah, this one's gonna go for Max Phantasm on the Talonflame, and then Nightshade on Frostlass. And that'll be the game. Is they're going to Dynamax probably Talonflame, which like I'm -1 attack, so like this is not going to kill. But like if you're Dynamaxing Talonflame, you're probably pretty desperate. So I am A-okay with that. Max Airstreams, it's priority. We're going to live that. Oh, onto Dusclops? We're absolutely living that. Goes for Ice Shard, also into Dusclops, and I don't know why. Frostlass goes down. Yeah, like I said, not going to kill, but it does get a -1 defense now. And now it is not priority flying type moves, so a Poltergeist into... a Poltergeist plus Nightshade should definitely take it out. And it was Heavy Duty Boots for some reason in doubles. Sure, dude. Like, Heavy Duty Boots is one of the best, probably like the best item in singles, but like, it's just not good in in doubles. No one uses hazards in doubles, except for that one random person who used Toxic Spikes for some apparent reason. Sure, I'll check their battle team, just out of sheer curiosity. So it was Lumberry, Lurantis, Eviolite. Well, what moves did you have? Superpower. Ah. Oh no, I dropped my Joy-Con. Okay. So let me get rid of my face cam so I can see. Foul Play, Psycho Cut, Topsy Turvy, and Superpower. Strength Sap, Will-O-Wisp, Hex, and Light Screen. Sure. Superpower, Leaf Storm, Leaf Blade, Giga Drain. That's a pretty standard set. Tailwind, Flamethrower, Hurricane, Will-O-Wisp. So it's a special Talonflame, which like I guess works. And then Anger Point, Tauros, like I thought, and crit stuff with Frostlass. That's fine. That's pretty much what I figured. But it's not... It's a decent strategy for, like, a best of one, which, like, of course this is. But, like, if you know what it is when you see it, then, like, it's really not that hard to avoid. Alright, I think I'll get to a Great Ball tier, and then call it a night. That should be, what, 2 more battles, probably? Going against Jean, who has Ferrothorn, Braviary, Clauncher, Arcanine. What is your name? What is that Pokemon's name? Duraludon and Gengar. He could be in prison stuff with Gengar. If that's the case, I'm going to have to improvise. So I'll have Escavalier in the back, who is actually... No, Escavalier is actually really bad in this matchup. I think I have to bring Dragalge and Marowak. Who is better? Like, Marowak is definitely coming, but I'm trying to figure out who's better between Dragalge and Araquanid in this game. Because, like, Araquanid has Dragalge has a better-ish matchup against Duraludon, just because it's stronger than Araquanid, and it has unresisted stab. But Araquanid, I think, is better against everything else. No, I think it's going to be Dragalge, just because... Oh, no. Oh, no. I timed out again. Why am I like this? This is good. This is not going to go well. We probably lose this. This is the first, like, serious team that I think I've seen. And I think we lose this. Lead Braviary Duraludon. Dusclops Dragalge. Okay. I mean, it's the 4 that I wanted, that I was going to bring. So it's Scarf, Braviary, Assault Vest. Okay. That is really good information. So it is the 4 I wanted to bring, but not the order that I wanted them out in at all. We're going to Trick Room. Because it's Assault Vest, that's actually pretty bad. I think I'm going to Dynamax right off the rip and just go for Max Ooze on Braviary. Is that the right play? I think that's my best play at the moment. Because, like, if it... Well, it's Scarf. You know what? No, I'm going to Dragon Pulse and just assume that we're going to be okay. Or Max Wormwind. Okay, so he does Dynamax one of them. Let it be Braviary, please. Okay, it's G-Max Duraludon, which is actually generally worse than regular Dynamax Duraludon. So, either we're getting Trick Room up. So, either he goes for Max Darkness into Dusclops and kills it. Or goes for Max Dragon into Dragalge, which I don't think will kill. Dragalge is very specially bulky. Braviary goes for Rock Slide, trying to get the flinch. Goes for G-Max Depletion on Dragalge, which we will live. We go for Max Wormwind into Braviary, which 100% kills it. Like, there's no way this lives. And then, if we get flinched here, I'm going to be very mad. Cool. We didn't get flinched. Okay. That is super, super good for us. Like, it is Assault Vest on Duraludon. Goes for Ferrothorn. That's not great. I think I burn that. Just to keep it from getting super annoying. And then I Max Wormwind into the Duraludon. Which, like, it's Assault Vest, but, like, this is Adaptability, Life Orb, Dragalge. Ferrothorn goes for Protect. That's whatever. Goes for Will-O-Wisp, which we, you know, it misses, obviously. Max Wormwind, which is going to do a lot. It's not going to kill. Okay, that did about what I thought. Unfortunately, the attack drops don't matter at all on Duraludon. Goes for G-Max Depletion, which is going to take out Dragalge, which is fine. It's not fine, actually, because I don't think I have much to really take out Dragalge. I think my best case scenario right now is to go out to Amoonguss and Spore it. That is my best case scenario because it cannot protect because it's Assault Vest. So I'm going to go once again for the Will-O-Wisp on Ferrothorn. Do they have a switch into that? Arcanine, I guess. And then Spore Duraludon. If they go into Arcanine, I'll just Spore that next turn too. So I go for Will-O-Wisp, which is nice. You could go for Leech Seed. If he goes for Leech Seed on Dusclops here, I'll probably just switch it out. But I needed to waste this last turn of Dynamax. I didn't have another choice. Okay. So, Marowak in the back is actually very nice here. How many more turns of Trick Room do I have? Like 1, right? 2. Perfect. Okay. Switch. So we go Marowak. And then, I think I Rage Powder. Yeah. I'm trying to think what is the bigger problem for me at this point between these two. I would say probably Ferrothorn. Because at least Duraludon doesn't have a way to recover. Goes for Iron Head. That's fine. Okay, that was pretty much just in case Duraludon woke up that I went for Rage Powder. Like, obviously it doesn't work on Ferrothorn because it's a grass type. So I'm going to go for Fire Punch into you. Actually, no, you're going to Protect. I'm going to go for Fire Punch into Duraludon because I do not want... do I have to... Actually, no. What is accurate? So I'll go Bone Meringue actually into Duraludon. And then I guess Pollen Puff on Ferrothorn to get some chip. But I really think he protects Ferrothorn here. Yep. Go Pollen Puff. That's fine. We go for Bone Meringue, which lands, thankfully. Alright, so we are out of Trick Room. And what do you have in the back for your last Pokemon? Arcanine. Not awesome. I'm going to switch just to get rid of that Intimidate. And then I'm going to go for Spore on the Arcanine. Just because that's just my best play. Flare Blitz will almost certainly take us out on Amoonguss. And then he should go for Leech Seed onto the Dusclops slot here. And it is Rocky Helmet and Life Orb. Okay, Flare Blitz easily kills Amoonguss. Yeah, so goodbye Amoonguss. But it's going to take so much recoil from that. Wow, that's so much. And then Leech Seed. Yep. So he definitely protects here, I think. Now the question is, do I set up Trick Room again? I don't think I do. Because I think the Ferrothorn will outspeed my Marowak in Trick Room. So in this case, I think that I Nightshade into the Ferrothorn, and then Bone Meringue into the Arcanine. Arcanine uses Bite. That does so much damage. And I was correct that my Marowak is faster than Ferrothorn, so I'm right to not go for Trick Room. But wow, that did so much damage. So he definitely protects here, right? So I think that, yeah, we definitely win this. Like, he protects here, but there's nothing he can do about losing the following turn. Bite Arcanine, like, that's so random. Why? It has to get a better dark type move, right? I'm gonna look that up. All right. So Arcanine. Yeah, like it gets crunch. Why would you go for? Why would you have bite? Goes for the double protect and gets it. Fortunately, Marowak is out of range, but like that's just very annoying. But yeah, Arcanine definitely gets crunch. So like I really don't know why you would ever run bite, but sure. Hey, hello, Blue Boy. How are you? I'm just out here getting stalled by someone who's just not accepted the fact that they've lost this game yet. How are you doing? If they get the triple protect, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, if I lose this game because they get a triple protect, okay, good. I would have lost my mind. That would have been so dumb. I mean, that was the game plan that he had to go for, so, like, I get it. But, still. Alright, so that one took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Alright, so probably one more battle gets us to Great Ball Tier. And then I think we'll call that a stream. So probably another 5 to 10 minutes maybe, depending on how long this game takes. It took us very short time to actually find a trainer. What is this? Flapple, Talonflame, Scrafty, Toxtricity, Aegislash, Lapras. I don't have anything for Lapras. Especially if it's weakness policy Lapras, that's really bad. I think I have to go just for my standard Dusclops and Moongus. I think I have to bring a Scavalier in the back, which leaves me weak to or weak to Talonflame. Which, if I get Trick Room up, a Rockrunned's a really good answer for it. But I think I have to go Dragalge. Because, like, I think my only hope is if it is weakness policy Lapras, is to knock off the weakness policy with a Scavalier. And then Dragalge and Trick Room kind of rolls his team. Yeah. Especially if it's physical Aegislash. Max Dragon can just lower its attack a lot. Oh, but I do not like my matchup here. So I think I just have to rely on potentially being a better player than my opponent. So he leads Aegislash, Scrafty. Okay. So Scrafty has Intimidate. Okay. So Scrafty, its name ends with not that thing. So it's Leftovers, Aegislash, Aguav Berry, Scrafty. Okay. I think I have to go for Trick Room here. And then Rage Powder. What did I say? Leftovers, Aegislash, and Aguav, Scrafty. So Scrafty's going to be annoying, but not, like, unkillable. So, are you physical or special, Aegislash? Probably special? Yes. Which is worse for me, I guess. Because there's not a lot for me to go... to use, like, Max Bug well against on this team. I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp on Scrafty. And... what did I go for? I went for Flash Cannon last time. So let's actually go to a Escavalier here. Yeah. So they switch out the Scrafty in favor of Flapple. That is excellent. Please land. Thank you. Oh, that is actually way better. Flash Cannon again. That's going to do more than I wanted it to. So then I'm going to go for just Nightshade, I guess, on you. And then I'm going to max Flutterby onto the Flapple. He could go Scrafty here, which he switches out, so he probably... yeah, he goes back to Scrafty, so he gets the Intimidate off, but that's okay. Like, it's not world-ending. It kind of sucks for my Dynamax, especially since Scrafty's really bulky. And I can't even Clear Smog my own Pokemon, unfortunately, because this one's a Steel type. I've done that before. So we Dynamax. As he stance changes, goes to his defensive form. That's okay. We lower his special attack, which was really the main goal of doing this anyway. Like, yeah, we wanted the Flapple dead, but like it's burned, so it's not that much of a threat anymore anyway. We still do big damage to that Scrafty. Fortunately, that doesn't pop the Aguav Berry. That's very nice. And another one just takes it out. So yeah, I'm just going to do the same thing, Nightshade that slot again. And then, yeah, if I want to kill it, I have to go for Max Flutterby. As he Dynamaxes Aegislash? I don't think he would Dynamax Scrafty here. No, he Dynamaxes Scrafty. Okay. I'm assuming he goes for Max Darkness onto Dusclops, but like we're gonna live that. Scrafty's not that strong. Aegislash is now at -2 special attack. This is gonna pop its Aguav Berry though, so like it's gonna get some HP back, but because it's Dynamax, it's not nearly that much. Yeah, so like another one that actually does probably put it out of range. Was for Max Darkness onto the Aegislash or onto a Escavalier. That actually did way more than I wanted it to. Oh, he crit me. That's why. That's unfortunate. That kind of sucks. So we see attacking Aegislash again. It goes for Shadow Ball. Why didn't you go for that before? Okay, here I'm going to double into Scrafty, because if I do that, it should kill it. And we're just going to make Aegislash -3. This goes for max guard. That was a really good play. That was such a good play. That was a really, really good play. So, like, if I lose this game, I'm not super mad about it. I think I've got one more turn of Trick Room, but I don't know that for sure. Nope. Okay. This is real bad then. I'm going to go for Trick Room again. And then go switch back to Amoonguss. Like, Aegislash is not really a threat at this point. It's -2 special attack. Goes for Shadow Ball. Into the wrong Pokemon. Max Darkness. We are going to live that. Because you're a Scrafty and you're not that strong. And I actually anticipate the Aegislash King Shielding here. So Scrafty becomes little again. So I'm actually just going to double that slot with Nightshade and Pollen Puff. This is a good game. He does not... Darn. Okay. So Scrafty goes down. I'm hoping... I mean, I don't think it will. I'm hoping that this takes out one of my Pokemon this turn. I just don't know why they haven't been Shadow Balling Dusclops. I really don't know. They go out to Toxtricity. Okay. You're going to sleep, my friend. You are definitely going to sleep. Because I don't know what you're going to do, but I know I'm not going to like it. As we Nightshade. And ideally, you just kill a Amoonguss this turn. Like, please. Thank you. If that even kills. Okay, it does. Cool. So this Aegislash could be Shadow Sneak. We've only seen 3 moves from it. So I think I'm going to go Dragalge instead. And just Dragon Pulse into the Toxtricity slot. And Nightshade into the Aegislash slot again. Because Dragon Pulse, I don't know if it'll kill. If he switches, it definitely kills. And he has not burned a turn of sleep. Oh no, he burned 1 turn of sleep. Okay, so Flapple definitely dies here. But like, it's burned anyway, so it's kind of useless. Alright, so this game is definitely like turning in our favor. But it's definitely not over. Like, Toxtricity can be really strong. And this Aegislash is just very annoying, but now that they only have 2 Pokemon left, it's locked at -2 special attack and can't really do that much. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep doing the same. I don't think they have a way to stop that. Go for Nightshade. Down to about half. That's not bad. I don't know if this kills, but it'll do at least like 75-80%. Or it'll just kill. That's fine. Goes for Stance Change. And he should Shadow Ball into Dusclops finally. Or just not. Like, I really am not sure what your game plan is. Man, like, you're just not going for the super effective move. Like, Dusclops has easily been, like, the hardest Pokemon for you to handle. Because it's been keeping Trick Room up. And you just have not hit it, like, at all. Like, you hit it once. Yeah. So, like, you really should have prioritized getting rid of my Trick Room, because that's how I beat you. But it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so we'll see if I get to Great Ball rank. Oh, no. I want to just see if I updated my my rank, but nope, I didn't. So we'll have to play one more anyway. Alright, someone else who is rank 6. And a Mono Fairy team. So Dragalge and Escavalier are going to have some fun. Much more so Escavalier. The Psychic types make me nervous about Dragalge. But we're going to lead Dusclops and Moongus. We definitely bring Escavalier in the back. And then I guess Marowak also has a really favorable matchup. With the exception of Primarina. Which I don't have a great solution for anyway. Other than Dragalge, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm just going to rely on getting Trick Room up. That's basically the whole thing of this team is like, if you don't get Trick Room up, you're kind of screwed. There are occasionally you run into like a better Trick Room matchup, and then you just bring your 4 offensive threats. And that's usually enough to just muscle through other hard Trick Room teams. I don't know what those are. Klefki and Hatterene. Are you going to want Trick Room as well? Wide Lens, Focus Sash. So I'm assuming that the Wide Lens was on the Klefki. I'm going to go for Trick Room. And I can't Spore the Hatterene, but I can Spore the Klefki. Do they want Trick Room up? Not really. So yeah, I'm going to go for Spore on this thing. So I don't know what else they do. So, okay, so they do switch out Hatterene in favor of Comfey. They go for Thunder Wave onto you. Not a problem, literally at all. So we get our Trick Room up. We break through Paralysis, which is really nice. And then we get our Trick Room. Part of me wants to make a hard read and Trick Room again. Thinking that this thing is going to, that the Comfey is going to reverse Trick Room. Part of me wants to do that, but I don't really see a need. So I'm just going to Nightshade, and then I think I'm going to switch to Escavalier. Is that good, Escavalier? Actually, no, I'm going to go Dragalge and just get Dragalge in while I can. As I switch out Klefki, after burning no turns of sleep, back for Primarina. Oh, heck yeah, dude. So they do reverse Trick Room. That's bad. God, I knew I wanted to do it, man. All right, so we Trick Room, and then I think we just protect. Like Primarina might go if it goes for max Psychic. That sucks. That's pretty bad. But, like, will it have Psychic? So they Dynamax. Max Fairy is going to do a chunk, but, like, I protected, and Drayalgi is very specially bulky. If they go for Trick Room again this turn to, like, reverse my own Trick Room this turn, Lord plays. They deserve to win this game. But, what are you gonna do, Comfey? Goes for Giga Drain. Pomps its own weakness policy. Was not expecting that, but it makes sense. But Dragalge is gonna get, gonna not take that much damage. Let's go for Max Geyser. That's never mind. We're not getting Trick Room up. That's into Dusclops. Really nice play. But we lived. Dusclops, you're the GOAT. I did not expect you to live that at all. Good work, Dusclops. So part of me now wants to I'm actually gonna switch. Nope, not Max Guard. We're going to Max Ooze into the Primarina. Because I can see them maybe Max Guarding and then Giga Draining its priority or some other priority move into that slot. I should have just taken out the Comfey. If they go for a Max Guard, this is really bad for me. That's very bad for me. And they reverse my Trick Room. Alright, you know what? We're just hitting what's in front of us. Screw it. Ironhead. He could... The only way... I don't think he's going to waste his Dynamax like that. I do not think he's going to switch to Klefki on Primarina. I just do not think that's going to happen. Let's go for Ally Switch. That's actually fine, too. Max Hailstorm. We're going to live... actually, no, it's +2. We might not live that. The Hail's probably going to take us out, so that sucks. That they very effectively stalled out my Dynamax. They played super, super well. So, like, I don't know what to say. So they are also out of Dynamax, though. Oh, Life Orb takes me out anyway. That's fine. So, like, this game's not over, but we're gonna have a hard time. And I have Overcoat, so I don't take hail damage. I think I have to go Amoonguss here. And then I'm just gonna swap to Dusclops. Because I'm kind of baiting the Ice Beam onto Amoonguss here. Because, like, Dusclops gonna die anyway. There's Hail up, so it's not gonna last more than a turn. I'm just gonna go, again, for the Ironhead on the Primarina. I know that the Hatterene's gonna have... You know what, let's do this, actually. I'm actually gonna switch a Escavalier for Dusclops. Let Dusclops get Mystical Fired, and then I am going to pray that I live in Ice Beam and don't get fully paralyzed. And Clear Smog, the Primarina, because I think that's my best bet. Oh, it's Blizzard. That's also really bad. That's super bad. Yeah, no, I big lose. Yep, that sucks. That's unfortunate. All right, so we'll keep playing. I mean, they read me, and like, it was mostly me underestimating them, because like I said, like a big part of me really wanted to reverse my own Trick Room to have them set it back up for me. But I didn't trust my gut on it. So I figured, you know, we're in Pokeball tier. You know, the opponent's not gonna uh, not gonna do that. So I could have, but I didn't. So that's my own fault. And like I should have known because that's like the whole reason they switched into Comfey anyway. So it should probably take me 2 more wins to get into Great Ball tier at this point. Yeah. So far, because we had two other battles earlier, so we are 11-1 today, which is good. You know, that's not bad. Oh, we'll see how quickly we find this person, though. We found the last person very quickly. Alright, so we've got... Noivern, Togedemaru. Okay, they've got a couple Trick Room Pokemon without having a Trick Room setter. So, Noivern, Togedemaru, Toxtricity, Urshifu, Dragalge, Snorlax. So Snorlax is a little bit of a problem. I think the biggest problem, honestly, might be the Noivern. So Dusclops, do I want to bring a Moongus here? Moongus is honestly kind of bad here. Who is his lead? I want to lead something that can punish him if he leads Urshifu and ends up killing my Dusclops. So let's go with a Rockwanid, I think. You know, I'm bringing my offense in the back. So, and then we'll bring... He really doesn't have much for Marowak, so we'll bring Marowak. And then a Scavalier, I think. A Scavalier has a pretty good time, too. So it's the first time that first time in a long time. I usually always bring Dusclops and Amoonguss in the front, because they can usually get enough chip for whatever 2 offensive Pokemon I bring in the back. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. This is gonna be a tough battle too. As they lead Noivern and Urshifu. Pretty much what I thought. And it's Water Urshifu, which is actually really good for us. So Noivern is Focus Sash, and Urshifu is Assault Vest. So Trick Room 100% here. It could be Taunt. So actually the fact that it's Water Urshifu kind of sucks for this lead, because otherwise I would just max a Rockwanid and do like at least 80% even with Assault Vest to Dark Urshifu. I think that I max Geyser into Noivern. It's got Focus Sash, but we're going to get Trick Room up here anyway. It could Taunt. Noivern does get Taunt, so like that's what I think is probably going to happen. Setting up the Rain for Urshifu might also be a problem, but if I get up Trick Room, I really think a Rockwanid in the Rain, max Hydro Pump, plus Nightshade should be enough to take out Urshifu. It goes for Air Slash. Does a good chunk, but we can't flinch, which is nice. Goes for Aerial Ace. Okay. It completely ignores the Trick Room, but that's okay. As we go for Hydro Pump or Max Geyser, that's going to do like 80%. Like 70%. It's fine. I guess that's closer to 60 probably. As we get Trick Room, which is super nice. Alright, so now I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp the Urshifu, and just go for another Max Geyser onto Noivern. Even with a Protect, it dies, and he doesn't have a Gastrodon, which is the only... I mean, other Storm Drain Pokemon, but like I think the only other Storm Drain Pokemon in Sword and Shield is Maractus, which I definitely would have remembered him having. Like if they max Noivern, it might live. So okay, so they withdraw Urshifu for Snorlax. That's actually great. I'll burn you too. That's fine. Noivern protects. I still think you die, dude. With the rain being up, I definitely think you still die. Oh, dude. Just barely. That's unfortunate. But we do land the Will-O-Wisp, which is very nice. And at the very least, it's now in... Noivern is now definitely within Nightshade range, and I can just max Geyser the Snorlax. Which probably won't die, but will take also like 80% with it being raining now. Like, Snorlax could be Facade, I guess, but at least if that means it can't Dynamax or Gigantamax because it doesn't get the Facade boost if it does. Noivern goes for the Double Protect, does not get it. As we max Geyser into the Snorlax. Depending on its investment, that might die. Ooh, just barely. Burn might get it this turn. It might die to Burn this turn. Goes for Heat Crash, which you cannot do against Dynamax Pokemon. Not that it would have done like 4 damage anyway because you're burned, it's raining, and I have Water Bubble. So that was literally the worst move you could have possibly clicked. They're probably really wondering what is going on. And they go Togedemaru. I guess they could Fake Out here, I guess. Because how many turns of Trick Room do I have left? 2. Alright, that's perfect, actually. So I'm going to bait out the Fake Out and just Protect. We're going to break a potential Focus Sash. Oh no, Focus Sash was on... yeah, Focus Sash was on Noivern, so this should have paid a little more attention to that, but that's okay. We still get a little chip. Oh, a good amount of chip, actually. That's going to also do 0 damage. Yeah. So did I see that you were leftovers, Snorlax? Yep. So you are not a threat at all. So I'm just going to go for... I'm going to Nightshade the Togedemaru again. And then just so I guarantee kill something, I'm going to Scald into the Snorlax. Because if I... Araquanid's slower. So Scald would definitely kill Togedemaru at that range. And then Nightshade would go into Snorlax, which doesn't work because it's normal type. So I guess this is my optimal play. They go for Zingzap. That's going to do a good chunk. Or just kill me. That's fine. Because we still have a Escavalier in the back, I think. And Marowak, actually. Yeah. So, we'll, So we've got Urshifu here. So I'll go Escavalier. Okay. So, has he Dynamaxed yet? No, he has not Dynamaxed yet. So that's pretty bad. I'm actually going to switch to Marowak and probably sack it, realistically, just because Dusclops is at -1 defense. So Marowak really doesn't do me a ton of good here. And then I think that I just... I could go for knockoff on the Togedemaru and kill it. Because even though Dusclops was negative or neg 1 defense, I don't think that this would kill. Because I'm assuming he goes for the water move. What is it? G-Max Rapid Flow, which I'm guarantee kills Marowak, like 100% guarantee it dies. But if I can get it burned, oh, it goes for Spiky Shield. That sucks. It's for G-Max Rapid Flow onto Escavalier. Oh, I could have just burned it for free. Come on, man. That's actually super bad. Okay, so I think I have to just Fire Punch. That's actually very bad for me. Like, this game was actually looking, like, pretty comfortable until that. Alright, so you know what? I'll go for Poltergeist onto Urshifu, and then knock off onto Togedemaru. Like, that's just not your optimal play, I don't think, because I could just get up Trick Room right there. This goes for Zingzap, which is super nice. So at least one of my Pokemon is living through this turn. Goes for G-Max Rapid Flow onto, I'm assuming Marowak. Yeah, goodbye Marowak. So now it's a 2v1. And if I can burn the Urshifu, we're going to have a good time. It had King's Rock. I hate people. Also, that doesn't even stack. That does not stack with Zingzap or other flinching moves. It only makes... we already know it's Assault Vest. So, I think my only play is to land the Will-O-Wisp here. I think that's the only way in which I possibly win. So goes for Max Knuckle to raise his attack. That's definitely his best play. We absolutely die to that. We land the burn, though, which is nice. Okay. So I think I just Nightshade. He goes for Surging Strikes. That's definitely his best play. How much do those do? That does almost nothing. That's so good. Nightshade. This is going to be close. Actually, that looks like a 3-hit KO, and Surging Strikes was definitely not a 3-hit KO on me. And, like, they're already crits anyway, so, like, that actually makes my life easier because I don't have to account for them in, like, head calcs or anything. I think it might actually be in my best interest to Trick Room this turn. No, I don't think so. I think technically it is, but I think I'll be okay. As he just forfeits anyway. Cool. That was a good game. These have been some really good games. Like, I was definitely not upset that I lost that Mono Fairy team, even though I have an Escavalier and a Dragalge on my team. But they were just super good at playing around Trick Room. But continue battling. Cool. Alright, so we need one more. One more win should put us into Great Ball tier, and then we'll call it a stream. Ugh, I actually need to put on my glasses. This is hurting my eyes a little bit. Now I'm a real professional gamer. I've got my fancy blue screen glasses. All right. Oh, Dracovish. So we have Dracovish, Primarina, Amoonguss, Hydreigon, Jolteon, Rotom Fan. I'm really not sure what to make of the Rotom Fan. But I know we just lead Dusclops, Amoonguss. I think I have to have Dragalge in the back purely for Dracovish. I think that's the only thing on my team that can like comfortably one-shot it. And then I like Marowak in the back as well. Like, yeah, he does have Primarina, Hydreigon, which both beat it, but it comfortably beats Rotom and Jolteon. And those two, the Primarina and Hydreigon, assuming that we have Trick Room up, are handled by Dragalge. So I think, yeah, I think I do want Marowak. Even though he's a very specially oriented team. So Escavalier, I think, is technically better. Yeah, I think I like Escavalier better. I think it's better overall. Because, like, if he doesn't bring the electric types, Marowak's very bad. Amoonguss Rotom. Okay, so I do not get Trick Room up here. So Amoonguss has Citrus Berry, Rotom has Life Orb. So I do not get Trick Room here because he's going to Spore me. So what I think I do is switch actually to Escavalier because I have Overcoat and Spore their Rotom. I think that is my play. As he's going to Dynamax. So this is actually very good. We're Koba Berry, so we will absolutely live this Max Airstream. So that's actually very, very good. If he goes for Rage Powder for some reason, that won't work. Actually, won't work on either because Amoonguss is Grass type, and I have Overcoat on Escavalier. So we definitely live this. Not well. Wow, that did a lot through Koba Berry. So that would have just barely knocked me out before. Alright, so it is Life Orb. Goes for Spore, which we avoid because of Overcoat. Thank you. And then we get a nice Spore on their Dynamax Pokemon, which feels so nice. And with that, I think I'm going to Dynamax Max Flutterby. Actually, I'm just going to go for Dynamax right now. Because who could they switch in here? If they switch in Dracovish, that's not a problem. I can just Rage Powder. and will take very little from Vicious Rend. If they switch in Primarina, that sucks, but not the end of the world. If they switch in Hydreigon or Jolteon, they die. So yeah, I feel like Max Flutterby is my play here. And then I guess Pollen Puff that slot as well. Okay, so they stay in. I'm not sure what they go for here. Probably just Rage Powder, which again doesn't affect either of my Pokemon anyway. But we'll see if that's what they go for. That's actually best case scenario. I don't know what else they would possibly want to do here. Other than maybe like Pollen Puff their own Rotom. But like, I don't see why they would do that. Rage Powder doesn't work. Like, there must just not be understanding how Overcoat works. Because, like, you're gonna die, pal. Yeah. And now Rotom is Neg 1 special attack, which is very good for me. So there's 2 turns of Dynamax gone. It could wake up here. But at least it's -1 special attack now, so that's nice. Worst case scenario here is probably Hydreigon. Jolteon. That's actually fine. We're just going to go for Max Flutterby on that. And then probably Rage Powder. Although if he does this, how do I avoid losing to Dracovish if he's got that in the back? So I'm going to switch to Dusclops actually. Because Amoonguss is how I beat Dracovish if that's what his last Pokemon is. So we found Focus Sash and Life Orb. Okay, so it's Focus Sash. Okay. So Focus Sash, Jolteon. So it lives this. But gets -1 special attack. So it's going to do even less damage. And then I just get Trick Room up here. And that should be pretty easily the game. Just in case he does have Dracovish in the back, I'm going to actually max Steel Spike the Jolteon slot to get a +1 defense, and then Trick Room. And the battle's cancelled. Yeah, that's what I thought. And that should put us in Great Ball tier, and we will end the stream there. Alright, so we will update rank. Cool. Alright, not that Great Ball tier is, you know, the pinnacle of success, but, you know, coming all the way from rank 1, you know, 2 hours ago, not bad, not bad. We went, what, 11-1? Nope. I do not want to be here. But yeah, let me just look at my record. 11-1, right? Yeah, 11-1's not bad. If you count those 2 other battles, 13-1. So that's nice. But yeah, anybody who's still hanging out here, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. Make sure to follow me on Twitter as well to keep up on, you know, when I'm streaming, that kind of thing. Also, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. You can also keep up when I am streaming that way. If anybody's lurking out there, I appreciate you. But yeah, with that, have a fantastic night and the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time.